Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I have the pleasure to be joined by South African heavyweight sensation Kevin Lerena, or bridgerweight sensation as well, whatever you want to call it, Kevin Lerena. Kevin, we have just seen Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois go face to face. How are you feeling ahead of this massive occasion, mate?
It's a massive occasion. The magnitude of the fight is massive. That's why we're all here, to support boxing at the end of the day, and good luck to both men.
Definitely. If I could badger you for a prediction, who are you going for in that massive main event?
You know what, we can't be 50-50. I'm going to stick my neck out, and I think AJ does the job. But this is heavyweight boxing. I can be proven wrong. Daniel Dubois is a real competitor. He's a phenomenal fighter, and he has the tools to beat AJ too. I've got to choose one. I'm going to say Anthony Joshua though.
Definitely, and you're one of the men who had a lot of success against Daniel Dubois. I remember being in there. I think you were about to break a lot of Brits' hearts in that ring at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. At that night, you fought in front of a massive British crowd. You fought in front of massive crowds. I mean, is there anything like the British fight fan experience?
Not at all. That's what I was saying. The British fans are so patriotic. They turn it up. It's always phenomenal. I'm just looking forward to seeing 96,000 people at Wembley. One day, maybe I'll get the opportunity to fight at this magnitude again. Tottenham Hotspur was special. Obviously, Saudi Arabia was special too. Just the sport alone, the way all the promoters have amalgamated, thanks to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, Spencer Brown from Gold Star. You see how Queensbury and Matchroom are working together. It's just good for boxing. It's good for the sport, and I think at the end of the day, it's a sport of kings.
It definitely is, and you're one of those kings, Kevin, and I can't wait to see you back in the ring. I want to move on to your career now. There's obviously been a lot of news. I've been trying to keep up with it with the WBC Bridgerweight situation. Obviously, purse bids were called, and then it was delayed, and I think they're postponed again. Can you give an update from your side of things about a potential fight with Lawrence Okolie?
Yeah, obviously I'm... sorry. Excuse me. So just have a little bit of a... Lawrence Okolie... What's wrong with you? Yeah, Lawrence Okolie is my mandatory. He's a phenomenal fighter, and I'm his mandatory. You know, WBC have ordered the purse bids. Obviously, he's got other plans. He said he might want to fight Richard Viakpo, and I respect him for wanting to do that. If it's for the Bridgerweight, he's got to fight me first. Having said that, I think there's big fights to be made. Me and Jared Anderson's been in there's been talks about that. I think that makes for a great fight too. You know, he's a young, hungry lion. I've got the heart of a lion. So it makes for a great fight. Kevin Lerena versus Jared Anderson, and obviously the Lerena versus Okolie. A lot of people want to see that. Right now, I don't know which one's going to happen. I'm eager for both. I'm in training 2-a-day sessions. Only day I don't train is Sunday. I love the game. I love the sport. I breathe the sport. I'm ready for whoever they put in front of me.
You definitely do. We'll talk about that Anderson fight. Both obviously big features of Riyadh season. He's a Riyadh season ambassador. You fought on Riyadh season multiple times. I mean, definitely one that's easy to be made.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's a fight that makes sense for both of us. Jared Anderson's a phenomenal fighter. I think he came up short against Martin Okolie. Probably a fight too soon, but that doesn't mean anything. It's heavyweight boxing. You win some, you learn some. And I don't say lose some, because you win some and you learn some. And I think you'll learn a lot from that fight, but I'm another beast myself. So Lerena versus Anderson, let's make it happen.
Definitely, I mean, and you're on about you win some and you learn some as well. You're the epitome of that. You've lost some fights, but you've also won a lot of accolades. If people don't know, multiple titles that you've won, interim titles, IBO titles as well. Big wins on your record. I mean, when you reflect on those wins, how would you look back on them?
Yeah, I'm just grateful to be here. You know, it's a big blessing for me to be able to do the sport I love. You know, boxing's been so good to me. It's changed my life. It really has. Look where I am right now. I was just a kid from South Africa. You know, look where I am right now. So I'm very grateful for the sport of boxing. It's been so good to me. It's provided and paved the way for me. And hopefully I've opened up some doors for other young South African fighters too.
Definitely as well. When you look at the South African boxing scene at the moment, yourself, Sivanathi Noshinga as well, obviously Chris Van Heerden recently retired as well. How do you reflect on kind of its rise in the recent years?
Of course, Sivanathi Noshinga, IBF world champion, phenomenal fighter. You know, me being the WBC Bridgerweight champion, former IBO world champion. You know, I believe we're ambassadors for the sport, and that's all we can do in our respective weights. Sivanathi and I are flying the flag and flying it high. Obviously, Chris Van Heerden, former IBO world champion many years ago, was flying the flag way before me, and I'm just grateful to be in this position right now.
Definitely as well. Final one from me, Kevin. Thank you for giving me your time today. We ask every single person who comes on the channel this question. When all said and done, what does boxing mean to you?
It's my life. It's paved the way for me. It's my life. It's paved the way for me. But boxing isn't Kevin Lerena, and I'm not boxing. I'm just grateful to do the sport.
Thank you very much, Kevin Lerena. One of the best answers to that. Thank you very much, my friend.